Hello, fifth graders, and welcome to week 5, yes, of your spelling. We are going to talk this week about schwa sound some more. Remember, schwa is the sort of lazy sound in English. It sounds a little bit like the short U sound, and it can be made using any of our vowels. So what we need to do is really pay attention to when we hear a schwa sound, and then to find it and then to decide which vowel we're going to use to spell the schwa syllable. All right, let me share my screen with you. Oops. That's funny. Okay, let's see. So let's start from the beginning. Here's how we show that it's a schwa. Remember, we have the 2 lines going backwards, the backward slashes, and in between we have the upside down E. And that's how we say this is a schwa. That's what a schwa looks like in trying to describe it phonetically. So here's the word climate. In the first syllable, I hear cli. I hear that long I sound really clearly. So I know that's not a schwa. Climate. I'm not saying climate, right? I'm saying climate. And that sound that I hear in the second syllable, that A, what's spelled with the A and the E, is our schwa there. The first syllable has the long I, and the second syllable has the consonant schwa, consonant silent E there. Okay, then we have pilot. Pi, long I sound, I hear it, pilot. We don't say pilot. So we know that that second syllable has the schwa, and the schwa is being spelled by the O. Around. See if you can hear it this time. Around. Now in round, I hear the ow sound, the O-U or O-W, ow sound, but in I don't hear a short A in that first syllable. I hear a schwa, spelled with the letter A. Promise. Again, in promise, we can hear it in the second syllable. We don't say prom-ice. We say promise. So again, it's I, consonant E, is spelling the schwa sound there. Let's just briefly review open syllables versus closed syllables. Open syllables, when we hear that long vowel sound at the end of a syllable, it's usually just spelled with the long vowel letter. So because, B, long E sound is just spelled with the letter E. Spider, spy, I hear I at the end of that syllable. Spy, there's the long I sound. Fever, fever, I hear feel, I hear the long E sound spelled with the letter E in the first syllable. Music, same thing, mu, long U sound. And here are our closed syllables containing a short vowel sound, and it ends with one or more consonants. It's almost like the consonant is sort of babysitting that short vowel sound. So rabbit, often too, if you think about that first syllable short rab, and we're going to have another B sound. Maybe we'll double the B and add IT. You can think of that as well. Velvet, velvet. I can actually hear that schwa sound in the second syllable. Dentist, comet. So those are all short sounds, closed syllables. So let's go to this week's words. Our first word is promise. If I promise to do something, I will do it. Promise, we've already talked about. It has a schwa sound in the second syllable, spelled I, consonant E. These two whoops came up together. The American buffalo is a large hairy animal. The second syllable has a schwa spelled with an A. Buff, we hear the short U sound, and low, we hear the long O sound, but in that middle one, buffalo, that's our schwa sound. Kitchen, they cooked and ate their meals in the kitchen. Kit, I can hear kitch. I can hear very clearly that short I sound before the TCH. And the second syllable has that schwa spelled with an E. Immediately, immediate. There it is. There it is in that third syllable. I was so hungry. Fourth syllable, sorry. Immediate. There it is on my head, the fourth syllable. The schwa sound is spelled with the A and the silent E together. Magnet. The magnet kept the photo on the fridge. Mag, I can hear that short A sound. Cat is at the chair. Nut, I hear the schwa. The second syllable has the schwa spelled with the letter E. So you can see that you can spell the schwa in many different ways. So here's opposite. See if you can hear it. Opposite, the opposite of enormous is tiny. Opposite. Yep, the second syllable, right, has the schwa spelled with an O. Succeed, he will try hard to succeed. Remember that sound before E-I-Y, it's spelled with a C, like in succeed. Cotton, can you hear it? Cotton. Her shirt and pants are made of cotton. That second syllable very clearly is a schwa spelled with O. We don't say cotton, we say cotton. Depth, the scientist will measure the depth of the lake. You hear that, and then the T. And I'm sorry, that is wrong, long E. There's no long E in depth. Sorry about that. Slept, my dog always slept on my bed. More vowels with short, more words with short vowels. Shopping, we went shopping for groceries. We hear the base word shop. Short vowel followed by a consonant. We're going to double the P and add ing. Bowl, she poured cereal in her bowl. Advice, the teacher gave good advice about books. Advice, you can hear that schwa in the beginning in the first syllable. You'll hear that sound in the beginning of a word often spelled with A. Again, advice, afraid, all those words have a schwa at the beginning. Roll, he will roll up his sleeping bag. Homophone is roll as in a part of a play. I like to think of roll, to roll up his sleeping bag or to roll down the hill. It takes a couple of times, so we use two L's, and then the other roll, I have a role in the play, I have the leading role in the play that just has an L instead. Value, I value my pets, they mean a lot to me. That ending U is spelled U-E for the long U sound. Okay, remember these memory steps as you practice your words this week. We have read the word, say the syllables to help you spell, then underline any hard parts of the word, cover the word, say the word, write the word in its syllables, okay? And then of course, check. All right, let's go to, hopefully you have your spelling notebook out and you're ready to do a little bit of guidance spelling. Let's do some of our review words and see if we can hear any schwas in them. The first word we're gonna review is 20, 20, the TW, that's the short E. The cat was at the edge of the chair, twen, and then T. Remember that T at the end of a word with two or more syllables, the long E sound is spelled with a Y. 20. There's our little boundary, our little dot to show us the difference, to show us the boundary of the syllables. Okay, the next one is extremely. Let's do this in syllables. Extremely. So we have three syllables. Here's our first one, E-X, extreme. Now, treem can sound a little J-E, so we're gonna really think about that. Treem, T-R-E-M-E. There's that long E sound spelled E, consonant E. And then of course, Lee spelled L-Y. Long E sound at the end spelled with a Y. The next word is details. D, long E sound in an open syllable, D, and then tail, long A sound in the middle of the syllable is spelled often A-I, L, and then of course just adding the S at the end. And how about conflict? Conflict. C-O-N, con, and I can hear that short O sound. This one doesn't really make a schwa sound. Flicked. And low, you spell low, low. Sometimes the OW says ow, and sometimes it says long O, and in this case, it says long O. Shadow, shadow, shad. Oh, same as low, we spell low at the end of a word, often with O-W. Wide, wide is long I sound with I consonant E is making the long I sound. Hidden, hidden. Now, hidden, hidden. You don't say hidden, right? We don't really emphasize that E, the short E sound at the end. So we have hid, and then we have done. But really in the second syllable, I'm hearing a schwa. Are you hearing that schwa? That's right there. And then tank, tank. We have to really listen for that NK. It can be quite difficult to listen to. And steel, like the bridge was made of steel. We have double E in the middle there because it's really strong. It needs two E's in the middle as opposed to the word don't steal candy from the store, right? Okay, let's do a few more. Oops. Okay, let's do promise, promise. So we have prom, prom, is. Now, here we have our schwa, spelled I-S-E, promise. Buffalo, buff, oops, first syllable, buff, and then low, open syllable at the end with the long O sound. And magnet, mag, I can hear that A, the short A sound, nut. That's a schwa, but we're gonna spell it with an E, N-E-T. How about cotton, cotton, there we have the schwa spelled with an O, right? How about, let's do another schwa, advice, advice. We know that advice, we can say it that way to be really clear on how we're gonna spell it. Ad, and then vice, the long I, C followed by that E to make the sound. And last one, opposite, that's a good one, there's our schwa right there, oppa. And that second syllable has the schwa spelled with an O. Did I say that was the last one? Let's do one more. Kitchen. Kitch. Oops, kitch. En. There's our schwa right there in the en. Okay. Well, schwas are tough, so we're going to keep working on them. Don't worry too much if you don't get it right away. But we use the schwa vowel in English all the time. It's kind of a lazy sound, so we're just thinking about it as that short U, almost short U kind of sound. So we'll keep working on it, and otherwise I will see you next time. Take care.